Hello and welcome back to Realm of Thrones, and I've actually returned to Dragonstone territory for a very specific reason. Well, I was gonna say, yeah, I did some calculations in my spreadsheet and I made the most efficient decision. No, it was just that we were way too weak to stay in that area, and I decided, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna go back, see if we can upgrade our people, because it dawned on me I have been making a lot of money. Obviously, we already touched upon this in a previous episode. I've been making a lot of money from my fiefs, and, well, lo and behold, I almost have 1,000,000 gold. So I thought, you know what? The best thing for me to do right now is to hit this button right here. This button right here is a bit chaotic, so maybe it's not going to work out too well for me, but let's see what happens. Boom. What, that's it? Are you serious? Really? Surely that can't be the case. There must be... No, there is better. What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? Are you not wanting to equip anything? Oh, okay. Apparently they've changed how that works, because it used to be that you could press this button and your companions would basically take anything they wanted from the marketplace and then you would pay for it. That's pretty much how it used to work, or at least that's how I remember it working. Unfortunately, that is not how it is working now. So, alright, that means that I'm going to have to go on a bit of a spending spree by myself then, and I will just have to make the most of it. Okay, so let's see here. I have how many companions? I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay, so I have 4. So let's buy 4 of these for 40,000. Quite expensive. Let's buy 4 of these. 4 of these. We got 4 of everything, basically, what we can do. And is it? Oh no! There's no. Oh no! That's actually kind of terrible. There aren't any capes or anything like that for us, and the gloves are very minimal. Ugh. That is actually kind of sad. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so let's have a look and see. Okay, he's using a mace. Do I care about him using a mace, or do I want to actually get him something good? Do I want to get him a good weapon? There's a two-handed polearm here that looks fantastic. Okay, wait a minute. I think I've got to get one of these. I do have a two-handed sword, but... Oh, I have to get one, surely. Alright, yeah, I'm going to get one. Not sure if I can use this on horseback, but we're going to try it out and see what happens. So let me just see here. You can use it on a horse. Okay, I'm intrigued. Alright, I'm going to be giving this to Jamie. It seems like a good idea for me to give him this. And yeah, I think that seems pretty awesome. He is using the scalpel. I'm not sure whether I should give him a little bit of a different option. These Dornish swords seem quite nice. 74 cutting damage versus 73. Okay, yeah, that's the point. This is really good, don't get me wrong, the Valyrian steel, but look at the length. The length is only 78. But this is going to be amazing in close quarters combat. I'm not sure whether I really care about their melee weapons at the moment. Maybe what we want to do, though, is actually just... Maybe... Does he have bow skill? He does, but only 150, so I don't think that that's particularly useful. But maybe we could get him a nice shield. As you can see, he's using a tier 1 shield. So let me get him something a little bit better. Well, I mean, let's get all of them something better. So let's just get the Bolton shield right there. We could get a Greyjoy shield as well. I mean, they all have basically the same stats. Oh, I could give them the Mormont shield, actually. The Mormont shield might actually be kind of fun. Why not? Let's do something like that. So let's give him this. Is that actually working? Yeah, I believe that is working. Okay, fantastic. So now let's actually start equipping them with things, shall we? It sounds like a good idea. So let's do that. Let's do this. And let's do this. There we go. And we need another one here. There we are. Let's do that. And there we have it. Okay. I think I probably want to do a little bit of something in regards to his mace. Because you can see here, his mace is absolutely awful. So I'm thinking we're going to give him a slightly better sword. Maybe we will indeed end up giving him a Dornish sword, or maybe I will just bite the bullet and spend 33,000 and buy him this. I mean, he's going to get a lot more kills this way, so that might actually be kind of fun. So let's do that. There we go. And what about horses? I'm looking at horse armor. Let's get 4 pieces of horse armor. Let's just upgrade him. and upgrade him. Okay, the other two are not actually using horses, so me doing that was kind of pointless, but these are not that expensive. I guess I could sell some of them back. Anyway, I'm going to be spending a cool 213,000 here, which is pretty significant, but I am quite happy with the result. So there you go, that is what we have done. I've also recruited a whole bunch of units as well, so yeah, obviously I've been going to the noble villages and getting as many of them in my army as possible. As you can see right here, I have 24 noble sons. I do have some regular footmen and regular recruits as well, because of course I'm just trying to get as many units in my party as I can, because we also have Mr. Sand with us right here, and of course we need to try and make sure... Oh my, what's actually happening here? Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Could be a prisoner breaking out situation. That would be really cool. If we could get a prison break on our hands, I think that would be super fun to do. I will try and see whether that is even possible. Let me just level these fellows up a little bit here. Yeah, I also did go to the various horse villages in the area. So I went to Langward and Traveller's Rest and Brindlewood, and I also swung around here and went into the Vales area a little bit. And now I think the best possible thing for us to do is head back into Pentos territory and see just what we can do. Because obviously last time around we had a bit of a... shall we say, a bit of a muddled situation where we went in, we had some issues, and oh. Well, guess they're going to be making peace. Yep, going to be making peace. I'm going to spend 150. I'm literally just going to spend 150 because we can get a lot of charm skill by doing this, but that's pretty much it. That is sad. That is very, very sad indeed. I was actually very much hoping that we would be able to fight again, but that's just how it goes sometimes. That is indeed how it goes. Let's just take a quick look and see if there are any... Oh, okay, the Iron Islands has 100% support, so I guess I will be making my way over there. It is very far away, but I think it could be quite fun to fight them. We've never fought them before in this mod, so it might be kind of cool for us to experience that. As you can see, they have already been taken apart. Oh no, they haven't been taken apart. They just have a very different banner from what I was expecting. Oh no, the Riverlands has actually encroached here quite significantly. So I was somewhat correct, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to make my way over to the Iron Islands. Seems like that's where we're going to be headed next, and I will try a nice little war declaration against them. I will also remember to buy some food as well, because as you can see, I'm actually dwindling on that a little bit. Alright, so weirdly enough, seems like I am bringing a vote for declaring war on Pentos once again. This is very strange to me because, obviously, we basically just were at war against Pentos, and then they made peace with them, and for a pretty decent tribute, all things considered. However, I kind of want to get into some battles, because otherwise I'm not really doing much. As you can see, I have now almost accrued another 200,000 gold from the last time, because obviously I have basically not been doing anything. My forces haven't really been leveling up at the fastest possible rate, because of course we're not going into war that often. And otherwise I'm just going to be limping in here with 20 influence spending and declaring war against Pentos. And yeah, you may be thinking, okay, what happened with the Iron Islands? Okay, you'll like this, or maybe you won't, I don't know, but you weren't there for it, so maybe you're not really going to mind too much. But anyway, I went all the way from Dragonstone territory, all the way through here, center of Westeros, and then I made it to the 10 towers, basically just over the little crossing here. And as soon as I made it here, they had 0% support. Yeah, I made it there, and I thought to myself, oh, they must have changed their minds. They must have changed their minds very, very quickly. So that's actually something that I'd really like to see more of in the future. Not sure if that's even possible with the way that the game is, but I'd love to see a way to determine if there's a particular faction that your faction really wants to declare war against without having to go through the diplomacy screen, because I'm consistently, with the amount of factions that are in this mod, look at how many there are. There's 22 of them. I have to click through each and every one to see what kind of support is gathered by the various allied vassals with which I can then launch an assault against that faction. So it's very, it's a little bit janky, a little bit clunky. I'd prefer if there was a different way to do that, but I don't know if there is actually a way to do that, because of course the easiest way is to go through the diplomacy screen and to click through, but it takes a long time to do that, and I'm just wondering whether maybe there is a mod out there that could enable some kind of mouse over or some kind of display on the names of the various fiefs of the factions in the game that might determine whether they are more preferential to declare war against or not, or something. I really have no idea. But anyway, we're going to be launching an assault against this castle. This is the same castle that we took beforehand, which I am not particularly pleased by. You know, not really particularly happy about doing this, because we are probably going to get attacked by a pretty significant force in the meantime. But I actually don't know whether I mind that so much. I'd like to get into a battle. I think getting into a battle would be quite fun, because, as I say, I've kind of been waiting for it. I was thinking of actually courting a wife, and by wife I mean Daenerys Targaryen herself. I think it actually might be kind of fun for us to try and speak to her. Why did I build a... What? Why did I build a ballista? Don't think I built a ballista, but okay. Apparently I built a ballista of some kind. Anyway, let's see what I could do here. This is obviously going to cause me bombardment casualties. That's the main reason why we actually even had any problems with my army to begin with, because we had so many casualties from bombardment problems that I had to then run away and try to recoup my losses. So I'm hopeful that we're not going to sustain a huge amount of issues from this once again, but I wouldn't really hold my breath. It seems like, oh, they're actually heading in? Are you serious? Okay, fine. Let's do this, guys. All right, hello there. Okay, so they are obviously much better than me in terms of their combat strength. They have 416, but I'm actually going to just take a quick look. What do they have? Because I'm going to assume that they don't have anything too amazing. As you can see, this fellow is the leader of the faction as far as I'm aware, and he has 11 Magister Guards and 6 Cataphracts. Those are the highest tier units he has as far as I can tell. But apart from that, I don't think I see anything amazing. So, all things considered, we should be fine, with the exception of the fact that we are, of course, outnumbered. So this is going to be a bit of an issue if... push comes to shove, I suppose. But we can just hope and cross our fingers and, you know, just try our best as you do, you know, as you do. And I'm going to be making... What really? Jamie should be the leader of the... yeah, as you can see. He's absolutely amazing for cavalry and, indeed, infantry as well. So I'm actually wondering whether I should make him the... No, never mind. Hodor is actually really, really good too. Alright, I don't even need to worry about that then. Okay, so yeah, let's just do the standard. Do the standard thing where actually... Ooh, this is looking pretty nice actually. I like this. We are on the other side of a river, and I'm very much hoping that we can take advantage of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my cavalry all the way over there. And we're going to make it so that we wait for the enemy to come this way. I obviously have no idea whether they're actually going to do this, but it would be kind of fun if they do. And finding that Dragonstone halberd, I'm continually thinking about that halberd now. Look at this. There he is. He's got it. He's got it in his hands. He's ready to use it, and I wouldn't be surprised if he is going to be an absolute beast, just murdering everything in sight. I cannot wait to see what happens. Anyway, let's just separate our archers, put them into a nice little loose formation here. I do have my thrown weapons at the ready as well. I do have 18 of those, and my archers are now going to continue firing. So here's the thing. As soon as the enemy hits the river, that is when my cavalry is going to charge in. I'm going to move them back a little bit more because I don't want them to be too close. The enemy's cavalry is also looking pretty, a little bit threatening, Let me see if I can just fire off. Oh, nice. That was a nice hit. Wow. Okay. Was not expecting to hit anyone from there, but there you go. Okay, here we go. Nice. Let's tell our cavalry to charge, tell our infantry to charge as well, and I will do some damage to the enemy's archers. Here we go. Alright, so it seems like things are going swimmingly, if you'll excuse the pun, because obviously we're fighting in the water most of the time, but yes, anyway, it seems like things are going not too bad, and hopefully we're going to be able to achieve victory. If we can do that, then this is obviously pretty much a done deal with the Pentoshi. I don't think they're going to really be able to do too much to us in the future, but we've got to be careful. I don't really want to run into anyone with a polearm at the ready. That is definitely going to murder me almost instantly. Let me tell my archers to auto-delegate so they can decide what they want to do. Hopefully they can get into effective range, do some things, and be a bit effective in this later part of the fight. But I personally feel like my little, I don't know, my little skirmishing, if you can call it skirmishing, or harassment, shall we say, of the enemy's archers was quite instrumental in reducing the amount of damage we were taking, or at least I like to think that that's the case. But I don't know, maybe I could have done a better job, I'm not sure, but we did actually level up in the process, which is pretty nice in itself. So I'm pretty happy with how things went, all things considered. As you can see, I don't know how many I lost. I lost 25. Okay, I lost 25. What did we actually lose, though? Not much, all things considered. We only lost 4 Queen's men. Okay, so that's actually super nice. Ah, Mr. Sand lost a lot more than we did, which is a bit problematic, but there you go. 70 renown. 70. That is amazing for us. That is really, really good. Obviously, bear in mind, we did just get the famous Commander perk in a previous episode, and that is making all the difference. Absolutely all the difference. And look at this. We now get the opportunity to take as many prisoners as we like. I'm actually just going to go ahead and do that. There we go. Nice. And then we're just going to be leveling up. Oh, yeah. So many people to level up right here, too. Nice. There we go. 30 additional cavalry to add to the ranks. Very cool. And now let's just have a look-see here. Anyone needs an upgrade? No, no one needs an upgrade at all. Very surprised. Okay. Well, I think that was pretty positive, all things considered. I think we did pretty nicely. And now let's actually have a look here. I think I'm a bit worried about this, actually. A bit worried about us continuing to be here, but we did just get to 275 in riding skill. That's pretty nice. And I also now have an additional focus point, which I'm going to be slapping into two-handed, as you might expect. And what do we have here? Okay, yeah, we're probably going to be going for Berserker. I personally, and now I'm going to say something here, okay? Usually I like to talk about some perks that I personally feel are not that useful in many cases. And you think about this. Confidence. Increase your damage with two-handed weapons by 15% when your hit points are above 90%. Okay, so I don't know in what world a person with a two-handed is going to literally not have any damage taken whatsoever. But think about this. If you're playing on a relatively high damage modifier, or on a damage modifier that I'm playing on, which is on half, more than likely, one hit is going to take you below 90%. I'm talking one hit here, a good hit, not a glancing blow, not a hit from a really low tier unit, not a hit from a high penetration weapon or a javelin or an arrow or whatever to the face. Those kinds of things, of course, one hit is going to take you way far below 90%. So for me, confidence is basically one of the most useless perks in the game. But that, again, that is just a personal preference issue. If you yourself have found that this is really good for you, then I'm very pleased to hear that, to be honest. But for me personally, I think that increasing your damage by 20% when you have less than 50% HP, which is primarily where I'm going to be at, I'm always more than likely going to have less than 50% HP almost all the time. So the amount of, shall we say, quote-unquote, uptime that I'm going to have from this perk is going to be far and away much more than it would be with confidence. So I'm going to be going for Berserker, of course, and there we have it. Okay, so I'm in a bit of two minds here about whether we should continue this. I think I will continue it just purely for the fact that we have no vassals breathing down our neck at the moment, and we might be able to eliminate the walls, and then maybe we'll be able to restore ourselves fast enough, but I am indeed losing troops, as you can quite clearly tell. That's the annoying thing. Okay. Where did these guys come from? I have no idea where these guys came from. Okay, okay. Let's not panic, alright? Let's not panic. Let's actually just take a quick look. Let's keep a level head here. And I already took a look, as you can see, where Daenerys is. She was last seen near here, and it is very far away, by the way. Super, super far away. So I need to have a look at the bearded priests. Okay, they are pretty awful. So I guess the best thing for me to do is just head straight on in. Let's see how we do. I think we're probably going to be fine, because from what I can tell, the composition that the enemy has is mostly consisting of infantry without any shields. So if I can make a good go of things here and actually... Oh, this is a cool battlefield. Unfortunately, there seems to be some kind of weird graphical issue. Sometimes that happens. I'm not entirely sure what that what causes that issue. I've not had that in many battlefields at all. I think just one or two I've seen that in. So I'm not sure what causes it, but it must be some kind of weird texture or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever the case... I'm just going to tell my... I'm apparently telling my cavalry to charge in. I'm not sure why I did that. Let's not do that. Can you come back, please? Okay, there we go. We really need to be very careful here. We cannot make those kinds of mistakes. So let's actually just make things... be a little bit more careful, shall we? Okay, come on, cavalry. Can you come back here, please? I'm just getting a bit distracted by the graphical issue. These water dancers are going to be very easy for us to eliminate. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, my infantry are not too bad either. I'm just trying to eliminate any cavalry that I can see. I've got to be a bit careful about them as well, because of course I have a very, very limited reach with this sword, but it does massive damage, as you can quite clearly tell. Anyway, I think we're going to charge in. We're going to charge in with our cavalry here. And I will try and do some damage to this guy. Yeah, there we go. That was one of the Magister Guards. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And maybe I can do some damage with my thrown weapons here as well. Not doing too badly. As long as I can get hits, I don't really... Oh, I hit one of my own guys. Okay, that's not good. Let me not do that, please. Oh, and I just died. Okay. I'm not sure what to actually do now. I think we might be okay, just purely for the fact that we are kind of good, but I'm dead, so this is a bit of a problem. But look at my cavalry coming in here. My cavalry is doing some pretty nice work. Unfortunately, what are my infantry doing right now? They seem to be running away. Yeah, I'm actually not entirely sure what they're doing. Let me speed things up a little bit here. Yeah, we are losing. We are losing this because look at my infantry. Look at my infantry. Okay, I'm going to have to retreat. This is very bad. Obviously, me getting myself eliminated, that is really, really awful. And it seems to me... Okay, yeah, that's a surrender. That is actually a surrender right there. I can try to get away, actually. 47 soldiers. We ended up losing a lot of stuff, but we might be okay. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. See, now this is exactly what I'm talking about. I do not believe this should happen. Yeah, I do not believe this should happen, by the way. This kind of thing where these guys continually hound you all the time. Another 40 soldiers. I'm going to have to do that. And then we're just going to try and get away. There we go. But you see exactly what I'm talking about. These guys are literally hounding me still. Even though I have already given a number of my troops away. Whew, okay, yeah. I don't even know. I'm not even sure what's even going on, to be honest, with the fact that any single time I go into a battle against Pentos, I always have this incredible, I don't know, bad luck, I guess you could kind of call it. I don't know whether it's bad luck or whether it's just me being stupid, but I personally don't think so, because generally I seem to be, I'm not sure, I seem to be winning a lot of the time otherwise, but whenever it comes to fighting against Pentos, I don't know. I don't know how they do that. I have no idea how they do that. Obviously, we were pretty weak. We had just sustained a pretty significant amount of casualties, whether they were wounded or not. And so I assume that is the reason. Oh, look at this. I actually gained the daring trait. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, that's the question. That's the question. What is the daring trait and what does it do? Valor represents your reputation for risking your life to win glory or wealth or advance your cause. Okay, well that's all very well and good, sir, but what does it actually do for me? What does it do for me? Because from what I can tell, it doesn't really do much, and I can only hope that maybe it provides some kind of gameplay benefit as well as just, you know, making me sound cooler, I guess. Making me sound a little bit cooler, I don't know. Anyway, we are now going to be back at Dragonstone, and I'm probably going to end the episode off here because, let's face it, you probably don't want to see me recruiting all my troops again, because I was actually doing that beforehand, in between. And now what's going to happen is I'm going to recruit all of these troops, and then when I'm ready to fight, they're going to make peace with Pentos yet again, and it's going to be one of those things, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably going to happen exactly in the same way. History repeats itself, as they say, and hopefully we're going to be a bit, well, I say better prepared. I was going to say better prepared next time, but that's actually not even the case, because I feel like I was pretty well prepared this time too, but it just seems like they just have my number. I don't know. I should probably stay away from Pentos. They seem, I don't know, they seem very difficult to deal with. And I'm not sure if it's just me. Maybe I'm treating them poorly. Maybe my tactics are bad. I mean, I did die, so of course, me dying might have actually made the difference, all things considered. I gotta be careful. I don't really want to take anything else here, but I will be buying some horses. And there we have it. Okay, yeah. So these guys are going to level up really, really fast, by the way, because of my trainer skill. I don't really have that much trainer skill, but apparently it does do something. I don't know. I personally don't think that the trainer skill in Bannerlord is that good, but it seems to actually do a decent enough job for us to be able to level up troops without going into battles. So who am I to say, right? Yeah, who am I to say? Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Unfortunately, I actually wanted to do a lot longer here. I wanted to, you know, fight against Pentos, hopefully take that castle over there, and then maybe even move on to the town, maybe with some additional assistance from some vassals from Dragonstone itself. But unfortunately, that's just not the way the cards were dealt this time around. Yet again. Yes. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.